ladies, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about this video because I'm going to be teaching you my 10 most popular makeup tricks that always work. And now I've been showing you these in my videos for years now, but I'm going to basically do a makeup tutorial and walk you through. So I've seen a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. This is a space of celebrating age, being bold, fierce, unapologetic. So please subscribe to my channel because it helps me keep continuing great content for you. Like this video and make sure you hit the bell, because then you will be notified every time I upload a video. So let's get into it, ladies. So first and foremost, we have to cleanse our skin, prep our skin properly for makeup. That is tip number one. So you're not going to have gorgeous looking makeup if you don't properly cleanse your skin, exfoliate your skin, moisturize, plump that skin, add moisture to your skin. And you want to do your makeup right after. So I just washed my face with the Ever Skincare, the salicylic gel cleanser that I talk about all the time. I'm going to go right into, just for purposes of filming, I didn't want to take time washing my face. We all know how to do that. So I'm going into my Reveal Biomedic Peel Pads. These are wonderful. This is clean beauty. I've been using these for years. So they just come out in one little pad. I find it easy, especially in the morning. I want to cleanse my skin and I want to exfoliate, brighten, tighten my skin. So I just use this little pad, which is really wonderful. And it's going to really give nice, even texture to my skin. It's really going to help with like little pigmentation that I have that you know I've been working on forever. Take it down on my neck, my décolleté. And I also, at the end, will do my hands to really help with any of the little pigmentations that I am seeing showing up. So this is what I do. It's really refreshing. You can see I use it a lot in my Fierce Aging series too. I use it on Jean. She really loved it. Really helps your skin look beautiful for your foundation, BB cream, CC cream, whatever. So now what I'm going to do is, it has been a little cold here in South Florida, so my skin does feel a little bit parched. So I'm going to add the Ever Quench Advanced Hydrating Booster. Really wonderful with the hyaluronic acid in this. That's going to really plump my skin. I just use a little bit like that, kind of like one little dropper. I'm going to put it in to my skin. My skin's going to soak it right up. So there's nothing going to be like on my skin. It's going to help plump my skin. Remember, if you put makeup on dry skin, right? What is it going to look like? Dry skin. The makeup is going to settle into the fine lines and wrinkles. You're not going to be happy. You're going to get up close to the mirror and say, I can see all of this foundation sitting on my skin. It doesn't look good. So hydration is key. So that is a really wonderful light product, hyaluronic acid, going to boost and quench my skin. Now I have a choice. I can go in with just an SPF 50. This is the La Roche-Posay serum, lightweight, nice and moisturizing, not greasy. It's a mineral, so it's going to not kind of give me any issues like the aviobenzone, which is a chemical. Or I can go in with the Canvas Ever Primer, SPF 30, again, titanium dioxide, clean beauty. So I go between like the Elemis primer, I go with the Ever Canvas if I want to, or I go with just the La Roche-Posay SPF 50. So today, I'll just shake it up. Let's go with the SPF 50 and give some nice skin protection. I like to apply it on my hand. You can see, look at the serum. Like, look how thin. You know I love serums. And I'm going to basically keep the extra on my hand so I have hand protection when I'm driving and everything. So that's kind of a great way to be able to use every speck of your SPF. I like to do 4 dots and then I'll bring it out. So the concentration is going to be on the center of my face here and then pulling out. Skin is prepped, ready to go, nice and hydrated, feeling good. So the second tip, ladies, is to do your eyes first. Don't do your concealer, your foundation, all of your extras before you do your eyes. That's been a big thing for me because I don't want to have any fallout of any eyeshadow. I don't want to hit my nose with the mascara wand, which happens all the time. And then I already have done my foundation and it looks terrible. I got to take it off. Don't do that. All I have to do is do my eyes first and not worry about anything. I can clean up with my little Almay pad that I love using. So going into tip 3 now, use an eye primer. So this is my eye and lip primer. It's what I do every single time before I do my makeup or anyone else's makeup here in the studio, on location, Fierce Aging. So important. So I kind of was thinking of a word picture for you. So I've said all kinds of bizarre things recently on my videos, but you know what it's like? It's like recently I put on a sweater dress and I was like, oh, I want this to lay a little bit nicer. So I would put on Spanx or any kind of control undergarments first, and then the sweater dress just lays beautifully. It doesn't like snap, kind of hug my body in like weird ways or kind of grab it, and then it's like all kind of bunched up. So this is just like, this is like Spanx for your eyeshadow, right? You want to put this on first, and I do a nice sheer veil. So I'm basically going from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone in this inner corner here. So your eyeshadow is going to go on beautifully. It's going to go on just silky and smooth. So this is going to also have your eyeshadow last all day. Your colors are going to be true. It is very difficult to get your eyeshadow colors out of the eyeshadow palette looking the actual color when you're mixing it with grays and redness and blues and all kinds of stuff that's going on in your eyes. So my tip number 3 is to use neutral shadows. They never fail, ladies. They look beautiful. So if you have darker eyes, use warm colors. If you have lighter eyes, use cooler colors. And today I'm going to be using a Bottled Blonde. It's like my everyday, just beautiful. It has a sheen, and that's a very important tip within a tip. Adding sheen to the eye. Remember, I didn't say glitter, I didn't say sparkle, I said a sheen. It's going to wake up tired eyes. If your eyes look tired, if they look kind of like they need a little extra, the sheen is going to be beautiful. I used this exact palette on my mom for her first video I did with her, March 2019. You'll see it's called How to Do Your Makeup in Your 70s. Now, it was a real risk because she's always worn like a gray matte or a brown matte, and you know, she has blue eyes, very light skin, white hair. And I thought, Mom, we need to like liven it up. I want your face to come alive. So I had never used Bottled Blonde on her before. It was a risk because I thought, well, we'll see what happens on the video. And she looked beautiful. She just looked so fresh and pretty. I loved it. So you'll see that a lot. So that is really, you know, if you put on matte shadows on eyes that just look tired and just don't look alive, it's not going to do anything for you. So I'm going to just use the middle color here. And I'm going to show, you're going to see how beautiful this looks. So look how right over the eye and lip primer, right? Look at this beautiful sheen that I'm applying, silky, smooth, triple milled, and I apply it right in the center like I've showed you on my other videos with all the tips, and then I basically drag it across. I want it to just look really, really fresh and natural, but I want a little bit of that sheen. That's what's important because you are making your eyes come alive. So this is still natural. This is not going over the board. It's just a little bit of extra that's going to make me look more awake. I'm going to just take my contour brush and I'm going to go in the darkest color here, and I'm going to just give a little dimension. This is just really a very quick kind of tutorial. It's not a really big to do. I'm just going to add in a little bit of dimension here. If I feel like I get too much, take off anything that's on the brush right now. Nothing's on the brush. Go back and start blending it out and blending it in. So it looks beautiful and blended, but not overdone. I'm going to just take the lightest color here and I'm just going to do a little bit of the brow bone. This is just going to give a little bit of highlight, not too much, not just kind of marrying all the colors together. Now, I don't even know if I should say third tip. I'm just going to keep shooting out tips to you, so I'm not going to number them because there are so many in here. There's going to be more than 10, which I'm very excited about because there's like layered ones in like within the tip, there's another tip. So you can see why I'm so excited. All right, so with your eyeliner, you know that I love dark chocolate. I love espresso more than I love black for day. There's nothing wrong with black. I love black liner when it comes to night, or I'm doing like more of a smoky eye or deeper, or I want that look. But for every day, for us mature eyes, mature women, we want to have something that really defines the eye, but doesn't weigh down the eye. And I find that dark chocolate, espresso colors really look beautiful and give you that powerful eye, but not harsh. It's not a harsh look. So I have a gel liner, which is really nice. This is the Ultimate Brow and Eye Cream Liner. So it's like a cream gel consistency in the pot. Now, what's really nice about this is that you're going to get that intensity, right? It's very highly concentrated with pigment. So that's what's really neat. Or you can go with our dark chocolate waterproof eyeliner. Wonderful if you have watery eyes, if you want the pencil to stay there. I think the difference between the two really is what application you like. Do you like a pencil, or do you like to take a little brush that's built in and use this for your eyeliner? I think it's beautiful. This is a 24-hour stay put formulation, which is beautiful. You can really build it up. You can really smudge it up. You can do whatever you want with it. So now another really great makeup tip that always works is opening up the eyes. So I'm going to do that before I put on my eyeliner, and I definitely think you should invest in an eyelash curler. Now, a really important tip that I like to do is take a little alcohol wipe. I get these at the drugstore, and I always make sure that this is clean. So I'm always cleaning my eyelash curler. You can use a mechanical one, or you can use a heated eyelash curler that I have. Oh, well, here it is in the package. I don't know where oh, here it is. I created my heated eyelash curler. I was selling one years and years ago. They stopped creating that one. So I finally came out with mine years later. We just launched this in the fall. Wonderful heated eyelash curler, depending on what you want. Invest in one of the two because you want your eyes to be open. You will say, oh, I don't really have lashes. Well, then when you actually go to curl them, you're going to see some major eyelashes. So curling your lashes is going to give you, and you're going to see, all of a sudden, it's like your eyes are more open, more rested. So this is a really great investment for your eyes. So now we're going to go back and take the cream gel liner, and we're going to just basically add it to the lash line. So this is what I really love, is that I want to get tight, tight, tight to my lash line, right? I want to build this up. I want this to look really, really beautiful. And I want it to just define my eyes, but not look like I have a ton of eyeliner on. So this is really the secret when it comes to applying eyeliner, is to get it right in that lash. Just see how I'm moving my lashes at the same time? It's right in there. It's thickening up my lash line. It's defining my eyes beautifully with this beautiful, rich, dark brown, and it just looks absolutely stunning. Now that my eyeliner is on, I have a little bit of time to basically use a smudge brush, and I can really soften it if I want to, which is what I really like to do. I really like to just soften it up, bring a little bit underneath that maybe is still on the brush. This is a really beautiful way to get that soft look for day, and really just have your eyes look really put together, but soft. I find it very important, ladies, and this is a really great tip that always works, is having your brows filled in, right? You want your eyebrows filled in. We want them looking beautiful. I have stencils that can help you if you don't know really where to place your brows. I created the stencils, and they have 5 different shapes. So you have a slim arch, a bold arch, a classic arch. So you might have a problem with your not having your dominant hand doing your left brow or what have you. You can place this. I showed you on Jean how you can place the brow stencil, and it will help guide you on where you're supposed to be penciling in your brows. So I really like this tip also, that you don't have to use one color eyebrow pencil, right? You can kind of give a little bit of an ombre or create dimension in the way that you want to when you fill in your brows. So I have 2 different colored skinny brow pencils here. I have a medium brown and I have a dark brown. And I'm going to show you. You could also use a taupe depending on your brow color, or a blonde depending on, right? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to just take my medium brown, and this is how I would do it. With a client also. So if you came in, I would basically want to create a little bit more dimension. I talked about this actually too in my last video with Jean. So basically I have a little bit of some spots, even though I have dark eyebrows, and you know, it's funny. I don't think I'll ever cease to hear nasty comments about my brows. I mean, recently I've got those again, and I'm thinking to myself, someone said something about like, I have a man's eyebrow, and I'm like, well, yes, thank you so much. I love my male eyebrows. So in the morning now I say, you're my little man eyebrows, you little Greek man on my face today. So always have to have a sense of humor, ladies, because it is never ending. So I'm going to just take the medium brown, right? And so it'll be lighter, right? And so I'm going to just go through the brows just in this, in this one area, have a small little hole. Then in this arch where I really want to kind of create a little bit more of a focal point, I'll take the dark brown and I'll go into the arch area, right? So I'll build it up a little bit, right up in here, right? Just a little bit. If I feel like it looks a little too dark, take the spoolie on the other end, and I'll just once you drag it through, it really disperses the color and it's really nice. Now I can see that I have a little gray guy going on there. Not a problem. Great tip is to take a brow fix, which is kind of like my mascara for my brows. I don't want to pluck any of those grays out. I want to keep them because I need as much hair as possible. So I'm going to just take, it's a beautiful round spoolie on the end, grabs the hair, right? Just enough. It's a rounded brush. So it's going to grab the hair and disperse a little bit of color on my gray, manly Greek brows. So it looks beautiful. And I really love, we have clear, we have blonde, we have dark brunette that just came back in, and we have dark brunette. So let's move on to my next eyebrow. So I'm going to do my eyelashes, and the greatest tip with this product is you want to go to the base, get the wand at the base, and wiggle back and forth up to the tips, right? So we're going downtown to uptown, right? So just think about that when you're going in the mirror in the morning. So you're going to go basically down at the base, wiggle, so you get all those lashes, and you come up. That is why, and this is why I talk about my mascara wand, because it is different than a lot of different wands. So it has teeth on it. It's grabbing and getting those lashes up and separating them at the same time. It's not clumping them all out. I don't like that. I really like to have nice, beautiful mascara, but I don't want to look like I just added 7 layers when I do my first layer. So this is a really beautiful wand. Downtown, uptown, you're getting all of your lashes. Again, I've said before, I see a lot of women going to the tips just like this, right? Not doing a thing. Base, get in there, feel it in the wand, wiggle back and forth, and come straight up. You will have beautiful lashes every time. So a great tip for your lashes, just to get them to set all day, is going back in right when you finish applying your mascara and going in with the heated eyelash curler. So I'm going to mold them up. I'm going to mold them in the shape that I want them to stay all day. This is really wonderful because they do stay up when you do this. So you get that beautiful, long-lasting curl that really an eyelash curler doesn't do, because it's not creating this heat with the mascara. This is a beautiful, beautiful look. So makeup brushes are so important. I mean, they do 98% of the work for you. So it's just like a painter. If you wanted to have a really beautiful like pencil line in the painting and you used a big heavy brush, like maybe you're using a blush brush and trying to get that, you're never gonna get that, right? So you wanna use brushes that place the product in it's effortless, it's seamless, it looks beautiful. These synthetic brushes, whether they're my brushes or another cosmetic company, it doesn't matter. The point is I want you using makeup brushes. So my synthetic brushes, 100% vegan, are silky smooth. So when you put them on the skin, they apply the product the way they should be applied, right? You're going to get an authentic looking skin because you're using the right brushes. You're using the right brushes for the right part of the face. So within that tip, applying foundation, you want it to glow, right? We don't want to mask our faces when we're a mature age. We don't want to mask having heavy coverage and, oh, I have all this pigmentation, but I got to keep covering it up. It makes us look older. So the really big key tip I can tell you is going to be, I'm going to just show you with my Just Peachy. I want to highlight my face first, as in I want to lighten up this area here, just around where I have a little bit more pigmentation, underneath my eyes a little bit like this, right? So I'm going to just apply it, and it's going to really brighten my skin. That is so important. I can put a little down here. My chin gets a little red. Sometimes up here I get a little red too. So I'm basically highlighting my face first in the center where I have most of my pigmentation. I'm going to take my foundation buffing brush and I'm going to just work this out, right? I'm going to buff it out on my skin so it has a chance to really have that color correcting before I put on my BB cream. I want my skin to look authentic. I want it to look pretty. I want it to look like I'm not really wearing a lot of foundation or covering my skin. That's a very big aspect for me. And that's why I spend a lot of time on my skincare, really trying to get beautiful skin. It does take work. It's not easy. Even for me, ladies, as an esthetician, it's not easy always working with what's going on with my skin or why did that pop up? And by the way, thank you for asking about my dermatology appointment that I had for the thing on my ear. It was benign, so it was wonderful that I got it checked out. The pictures did help because it was almost gone when I went to the doctor, which was only days later. It was about a week. And he was like, wow, I don't know what that is. We have to biopsy it. And I thought, oh gosh. So it was wonderful that it came back just as I forget what it was called, but I have it written down just in case I needed to research it again. But thank you for asking. It was very nice of you to be concerned about what happened. So I'm going to go in with my BB cream. Now this is on the same level as not wanting to have a lot of makeup on. This is going to be, I'm going to just mix fair and I'm going to mix light. So I'm going to just give myself a really beautiful glow. And this is how I'm going to apply it. So I'm going to apply in the most of the concentration in the same area, right? And then I'm going to just pull out so the skin looks really pretty and it buffs this BB cream on the skin. So you're going to see this, it really just makes it like you're buffing the skin, like you're just polishing your skin with the BB cream. So that's why I really like this brush, because it gives me that effect. It gives me that beautiful application that I really like, because you know, I don't know about you ladies, but I do spend, when I'm driving at red lights, a lot of time staring at my skin because the light is unbelievable. And I'm like, what is that texture? What's happening? Why do I see that? So I have really spent some time perfecting my application, because when I look into the mirror, especially here in South Florida with the sun, I want to see my skin like where I say, oh, wow, that looks good. Or I'm really happy with that. Not like, what just happened? Why does my skin look like that? So beautiful, bringing it down on the neck or the décolleté. You can do that, evening out the skin tone. A really great makeup tip that works all the time. In the center, bringing it out, glowy skin, beautiful skin, pretty skin. That's what we want, authentic skin. My next tip is so beautiful. I love using cream blushes, and I have a couple different cream blushes that you can use, from bright pinks to apricot to more of a plummy, beautiful berry color. So I have, this one is Palm Beach right now, and this one is plummy. So beautiful. I'm going to use Palm Beach. I love this. It makes your skin come alive. If you want to have your skin just look beautiful and really pretty and glowing, this is wonderful for mature skin. Works every time, ladies. So you basically, I don't have anything on, obviously. I smile. I put the cheek cream on my apples and work it out. Do not be afraid if it's too much color right away. The beauty of a cream blush is that you can sheer it out. Right? You can sheer this out. You can add as much as you want to. You can use this on your lips also, so it can be a dual product, but it just gives you that glow. It is so pretty. I know you're going to love this. It's very easy to use and apply. And I love Palm Beach because it's like that natural nude apricot, right? It's really, I mean, I have very fair skin, but this is just going to give me a little bit of color, not too bright, not too much. I mean, I'm wearing more of in the warmer tones with the golds and stuff. So I really liked this cream blush because it just makes my skin look healthy and very fresh. Now we're on to my last collection of makeup tips that always work. So lips, I love doing lips. So one thing I want to highlight is, ladies, go outside the box and try a different color. Don't stay in the same color year after year after year. Try something different. You are going to surprise yourself when you step out and say, you know what? I'm going to try that pink, or maybe I'll slowly get to a red, or I'll do a gloss, right? So this is I'm going to just do a bunch of different tips in this one little section of lips. So I'm going to take my favorite lip liner called Cameo, and I'm going to show you a really nice trick. I have showed it before. I'm going to show it to you again because I really love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to line the lips, but instead of doing the peaks, this Cupid's bow, the way my lips are, I'm just going to connect it, right? I know you ladies have commented that you love this tip, so I'm really excited to show this to you. So I'm going to just go and connect them together. You're gonna see. What this does is just give a little bit of a powderier look to your lip. It's just going to make it look beautiful, not overdone. We're not outside the lip vermilion. So there we have a really beautiful lip that looks just a little bit more enhanced, right? So now what you can do is, and you want to make sure your lips are hydrated, I'm going to use the lip pencil as a lipstick. So I'm going to fill it in. And this is a really great tip because if you have a very strong lip liner on, right, and your lipstick fades or it wears off, you don't want to have that ring around like where your lip liner doesn't look like it's matching anything on your lip. So this is a great way to ensure that that's not going to happen. So now this is a really great also point when you're wearing masks. So now if I go to dinner and I can't wear a lipstick because of the mask, I can do this technique and I feel like I have something on my lips. So I feel more comfortable like with all my makeup done and then my lips are bare. They're done now with having a lip pencil like this. So now another tip to do now is to use a lipstick that is really beautifully high glossed. It's moisturizing. My lipsticks have vitamin E in them. That's why I love using them. I wanted to really create them to be something that looked fresh, that looked modern, that looked really pretty on your lips. You can see this is Nikol. And it just looks really, really just pretty. It's not like I'm wearing a gloss per se, but I'm not wearing something that's just a lipstick that's giving me no life to my lips. So I love this look. I love how really pretty it looks. Now I'm going to show you something though. I'm going to go outside the box because this is what I would normally wear, right? I would normally wear something like this with this outfit. I'm going to take off the Nikol and the Cameo, and I'm going to go into something. I'm going to just upgrade my face right now. And I'm going to take something. I'm going to use the same lip pencil though. I'll just go back in and just line it real quick. I'm going to use Upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade my face. I'm going to just take this and we're going to see some colors, ladies. This is going to be some beautiful color and it's going to be sheer. It's going to take a little bit of that lip liner that was still on the base, mix in with it. And there I have a totally different look to my lip, high gloss, a little bit of this pretty pink, not too much, but it's just something a little bit different. So I hope you loved all the tips combined together, kind of doing a talk through makeup tutorial. These are tips, makeup tips, ladies, that always work. So you just want to keep those in your arsenal of things when you are doing your makeup, knowing that, you know, you penciling your brows or go outside the box for your lips or do a cream blush. It really livens up the face. Go outside the box again and use a sheer eyeshadow. You are gonna be so amazed, ladies, when you start stepping out, start incorporating these makeup tips because they are tried and true. I am here telling you because I do these all the time. So until my next video, I'll see you later.